Wakenya tunaonaga sisi ni wajinga sana. Yaani history ya affordable housing hamuonagi hiyo ni ukora mazee. Hebu niambie ati hii Kenya venye tunaishi saa hii, upatie tu watu 1,000 nyumba. Hao watu wataflock kwa TikTok, Facebook. Yaani wana flaws venye wamepatiwa nyumba, yani na hii ni nyumba yako manze, venye umeingia na watoi wako. Ama ukiingizwa kwa hiyo nyumba manze ni makosa kujionyeshana manze venye umeingia. So tuache kupimwa bana. Stop stealing from the people with the law. You know? Stop stealing from the people with the law. Manze watu wangekuwa wamefloss kila mahali. Nilipatiwa nyumba na gava, nalipa kama 500 ama nalipa 1,000 man, ama 2,000 ndio nipate. Stop mocking God, you know. Youths are suffering out here. Mayouths wanasafa huku nje. If you really want to help the youths, mazee nakwambia, that's not the way to help the youths. We know how the youths can be helped and eradicate poverty out of their lives. This is not a poor land. It's a land with so many resources, a lot of money, but due to mismanagement and greed, you know, and affluence and idiots controlling everything, that's why people are still suffering out there. You know, people still go without food to eat in such a rich country. You see every globalist and every imperialist is coming in Kenya because they know there's a lot of richness out of this country, and in Africa. That's why they are, you know, they are trying to influence war against Africans, even using blacks to fight blacks, you know, serving the masters will operations, you know. Africans not fool anymore. You better know. As a leader, ukikuja confess, that's not the way to confess. Calling some youths there, calling themselves Gen Z, but not Gen Zs who are living the reality life, you know, the real life outside here, you know. Those are just youths also in affluence, calling themselves, I don't know from what college and universities, do what, you know. So if you don't have a degree, you don't have a diploma, you don't have a certificate in this country, you're not supposed to live a good life. Even when you have shown that you can, you know, you can serve the nation, you can, you know, you are innovative, you are ambitious, you know. And even nature has proven that. This nation needs a lot of attention. There's some slackness here. Now you have seen they are confessing everything I've been telling you people, man. You know. When you confess, that's not the way to confess. When you confess, you come out and tell us, this is the team that had been abducting people. These are the number of people they have abducted, you know, for this and this purpose. I mean, for this and this reason, not purpose. Reason. So, when you come and say you are corrupt, show us how you are corrupt. CJ, Mother Koome, you're the problem of this nation. With the executive, Mr. President Ruto, and the legislature, all the MPs and all the politicians. You're the problems of this nation. with the pastors lying to the people. Now, here is time to face the Almighty. The Almighty is speaking to you through I. So, if you now hearken to an I voice, judgment is upon you and your children and your generations. You know, confess as real, you know, as real men of faith, as real believers. You know, when you confess is when you leave power, man, and and say, I feel the pain. Haile Selassie, King Rastafari, man, is the Almighty. So when you confess to that man, come with a lot of maturity and a lot of sincerity. When you confess, step down from that power and give it to the servant of the Lord. For there is so much to be accomplished upon this land. No one can stop it. The Almighty has already reset and restored the universe. So it's upon you to choose on which side you are, which side to follow. Yeah, come out and, you know, tell us who are abducted, their names, because you have already confessed, from which position in Kenya, you know, what was the big reason behind their abductions, you know, what is the big reason behind impunity and insecurity in this country, you know, why so much weird laws oppressing the people. Come and confess that is what Kenyans want. You know, Kenyans want pure sincerity. The Sabaoth is in Kenya, the replica of the Ark of the Covenant. Therefore, whatever you do, you have to do it with a lot of commitment to the Lord. So as you confess in front of people, confess, you know, the things that you have always been told again and again and again. You know, in fact, your government, I don't call it broad-based, I call it blood-based government. Because those who came in the government, right, Honorable, for who? Peter for who? Yeah? Yeah? When him came